Yeah. Okay, we're back with the GMC Jam reviews. This is Sore o Kopi by Rui Rosario. Oh. So we got Sore o Kopi here. Options. Resolution. Whoa! Resolution. So I got two resolutions to go with. I'm going to go with the higher one, and then I'm actually also going to full screen it if I can. I can't. Oh well. Looks the same to you guys. But we'll stick with this, I suppose. Alright, 1280 by 70 sounds. Yes, difficulty normal. Alright, so yes, this is Speed Chuck, continuing to do the GMC Jam reviews, and let's get started. There was a disclaimer at the start, but I didn't read it because I was busy setting things up. Learn. Currently drawing Dream. In the center of the screen is the drawing canvas, the Japanese character you have to learn to draw. Left click to draw, right click to delete. You may clear the whole canvas at once by pressing the clear canvas button. Although it still lingers in the form of a flower, has scattered away. For whom will the glory of this world remain unchanged? Arriving today at the yonder side of the deep mountains of evanescent existence. It's a bunch of. That's a load of whatever. Yeah. So I don't know if this entire game is going to be drawing Japanese characters, but I'd be okay with that. This is Dream. How do you say Dream though? I didn't complete that. Happy. Now how its time comes soon, a bright morning sun will spring forth, replenishing smiles. This would be a lot easier if I had a touch screen. But I do not. Character completed. Currently drawing love. I wonder how Japanese people remember all of this kanji here. I need a higher threshold for completion because my drawing is too perfect. I'll draw more sloppily so I can draw the whole thing. There we go. Clear some of this out here. Yeah, like that. We'll do this. Clear this out. Then we'll do that and that. Okay, it's a fairly simply programmed game. The problem I have with it is if you draw perfectly, like so. Whoop! I completed the character. Oh yeah. Currently drawing Death. She? I happen to think that she is death in Japanese due to the ramblings of friends of mine, so this is she. Really? Okay. So I think that this whole game is just drawing Japanese characters, and it's works pretty well, but I wish the threshold worked a little differently. Because as it is, if I'm sloppy, I can draw the whole character and then not reach the threshold. But if I'm sloppy, I can draw the whole character without reaching the threshold. But if not, if I'm just as amazing of a drawer as I usually am, then I can reach the threshold without ever completing the drawing. Drawing good. Sorry, no poem yet. Oh, well, get on that. Currently drawing love. Okay, so I think we've restarted now. And another problem, of course, I guess. Oh, okay. The drawing on the white does lower your completion percentage. So if I cover the whole thing like this and then just start taking this stuff out, it's still a little bit different. Angry. I don't know if I've drawn this yet. So I'll just keep going for a little bit longer before I start time trial. No, I've definitely drawn that. Okay. We're going back to the title menu. So this is Sore o Kopi. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it has something to do with drawing or handwriting. We're going to do time trial real quick just to see how good my drawing skills are. But so far I have to say, even though this isn't much of a game as it is just draw this character, and I like it, especially once we get into time trial. If it works the way I think it will, then it should be fairly interesting to see how quickly I can draw characters. The only problem is I'm not actually drawing with my fingers, and so it's not going to be as educational as it could have been. Character completed, plus 15 seconds. Alright, let's see what we can do. Yeah. So it's supposed to take 15 seconds on each character-ish, sounds like. Yay. Alright, plus 15 seconds again. And, I don't know, now that I'm doing time travel, these don't feel as, well, never mind. Lenient, I was going to say. That's lenient. These straight lines are really easy for me to do. There we go. But it would be so much nicer if I could play this game with a tablet. As a matter of fact, that is my suggestion, is that if you play the game and you have a tablet you can play it on, like a Windows tablet or a touchscreen computer or something, use that, because that is great. Oh, you can change the difficulty. I forgot about that. If you can change the difficulty, then that renders my complaints kind of mute about the easiness of reaching what needs to be reached. Okay, this one's a little bit feisty about things. Alright, let's do this one. Yep, up like that, down like that, up like that, like this. Okay. The easier ones are easier. How about that? High scores. Normal 7 so far. Successfully drawn 7 characters. Okay. It's a fairly relaxing game. I like the audio with it. And I mean, the visuals are functional. That's all you really need for a game that's about drawing. It's not like we're doing a jump start type of educational game here. This is actually the first, I think, purely educational game I've run into this jam, which I mean, not to diss on this game or anything, but kind of makes me happy because I wanted people to take the handicap and push it to the limit of what it said. I spent a very long time wording that handicap to where people wouldn't feel restricted to make educational games, because that's not necessarily what I wanted to see. It kind of reminded me of an old Indiana Jones game I played where it taught me a lot about mythology and archaeology and stuff like that, like things about Babylonian history. And now I'm using that stuff to write a novel, so I guess it was kind of useful. But it had something educational about it. It taught me about the Babylonian pantheon, and so I wanted to see more of that, and that's why I created the handicap. But educational games are also welcome under that big banner because everyone thinks educational games have to be lame or whatever, or at least I used to. And then I played a game called Zoombini's Island Odyssey or something like that. And it was a game about teaching you logic and stuff. I mean, it was mostly a puzzle game, but it taught you logic and various concepts like that. And so yeah, it definitely changed what I thought about educational games quite a bit. I don't know that I'm ever going to actually stop with this this drawing thing, so we're gonna go back to the title menu, go into options, change the difficulty to hard, go back, time trial. Travel and trial are just such similar words. I don't think this is the first time I've messed that word up in a raw video review. But because these are raw video reviews, you guys get to hear all of my bloopers. Alright, I can still complete characters in hard. It's just harder. I may not be able to complete this one. Wow. Okay, let's try this again. Up here, over here, down here. If it's giving me the same amount of time for all of the characters, then that's kind of just wrong, because characters like this are incredibly hard to draw as compared to some of the easier ones. That character's completed. Okay. So this is requiring much more precision with a much better amount of time, and that's good. That's better. Oh, I hate it when I get to this point. Okay. And time trial. I can't imagine clearing the canvas for any reason. Oh well, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so this is Soryo Kopi. I like the visuals and music and everything about the game. It's just an educational game, and it's pretty good. I wish it had more characters, because I ended up duplicating them some. And I wish I could have used a tablet to mess around with this game. But overall, it's a pretty good game. I liked it. I recommend adding more characters, more interesting poems like the ones that were there. But yeah, it's interesting to draw the Japanese characters. It's pretty cool. So anyway, sayonara.